Match reaction, Manchester United 2, Everton 0. Your reaction to that game?
I could have fell asleep at times, to be honest. I thought it was dour. It was Manchester United versus Everton. I thought there'd have been a lot more fight in the game, more running and all that. It just seemed that was two poor sides, absolutely. Everton can't score. Give them any chance you want, they can't score. United, no centre forward, just wanted to keep the ball. Thank God for Garnacho there with his trickery in the area. But I thought it was two poor sides out there. And from a Manchester United point of view, we've got to improve because we've got Liverpool coming up and that's not acceptable.
You just said that Manchester United wanted to keep the ball, but I've not seen many performances where they couldn't keep the ball like they did today. And is that down to the style of play? Is that down to just poor performances on the pitch today?
I think the style of play and the tactics was to keep the ball, work it from the back, but they didn't keep the ball. That was the style, but it didn't work many times. I mean, Casemiro, first 5-6 minutes, just kept giving the ball away, but it set the tone for Manchester United. What you've seen from Everton, they were pressing. They wanted to come forward, and I thought, we've got a game on here. United, no pressing. Just seemed to sit back in midfield at the back. Thought they could walk the ball out, but right throughout the game, it was poor passing. But just going sideways, left, right, at the back and all that. There was very few good performances there today.
Funny atmosphere as well today, but is that down to the players not even really showing moments so the fans can get up off the seats?
I think when you look at that there, the atmosphere and everything, even from an Everton point of view, the Everton crowd was quiet. I've never seen that before, as quiet. And United fans were just sat there looking at it. And to be honest with you, I would not be surprised if some people in there took 5 minutes for a nap and had a little kip, right? Because there wasn't, when I say that, I mean, did we see 10 minutes where United was attacking, going for it and all that to keep you awake, to keep you lively? No, I didn't see that. I just seen moments. It was like a couple of passes here and you went, oh, here we go. It was I didn't see 5-10 minutes of football where United was attacking or just doing something outstanding. And Everton, they were attacking. And I think Everton fans, after a while, realised that they could be there for another week and never score. No wonder they are. I think Everton fans accept where they are, right? Because they're not scoring goals. It's poor, right? But United was there to be taken by a team what was able to shoot on target, right? But Everton weren't capable of that. But United were very lucky that we got the 2 penalties because I didn't see anything from an attacking side, Manchester United today. When you look at the pressure put on Pickford, wasn't really that much.
The only thing I can remember, apart from obviously the 2 goals really, was a Bruno Fernandes free kick. I can't remember Pickford doing any outstanding saves, world-class saves, to keep us out, can you?
No, and it just shows you how much we miss Højlund and how desperate we are to get him back. And, not to have him at Liverpool and to think if we don't have him at Liverpool, that team and that shape will be exactly the same. I dread to think what will happen because the standard of the football there today was so poor and how much it's got to raise against a buoyant Liverpool side in the FA Cup. I think to myself, will I get a sleep this week?
You've also got to think to yourself, the intensity today just didn't feel right. I thought the intensity against actually Man City last week was higher than what it was today. Did you see the same or what?
Intensity, there was no intensity. It just seemed as though like they were there. Let's just try and pass the ball about, keep the ball. We'll get our moments. We'll always get a goal. It's Old Trafford. We'll create something. Everton can't score a goal. But Everton were thinking, well, we can just keep running at them and not worry. Because at the end of the day, they didn't have anything to worry about, Everton. They just give 2 bad goals away. And that was 2 bad tackles on Garnacho. Because really, that's all it was. So Everton weren't worrying about United's attacking style, which was poor. I look at the fullbacks. I can't blame Lindelof. He's not a left fullback. There was no link-up play down that wing. Delot, there was no link-up play there. There just didn't seem to be, throughout the game, on a clear link-up play. It was just moments. I look at 1 or 2 players there, and that's all I can talk about today. 1 or 2 players. I look at Johnny Evans, standing ovation. I dread to think where we would be without Johnny Evans jumping in there because he has been outstanding and outstanding again today. I look at Onana. Onana played really well. today again. So he looks as though he's improving. And you look at Garnacho, young lad, went for it. One thing he's been missing, running in and driving into that penalty area with his trickery, and he did that today. Another thing what's lacking with him is his shooting on target. But as a young lad, you have to forgive him that. But today, there wasn't many good performances out there.
Yeah, I think a bit of an improvement from Garnacho today in terms of his running, trying to get into the box, draw the fouls in and trying to get to the byline, because I do think he's had a bit of a dip in form in recent weeks in not doing that, but we've seen signs from it today.
Yeah, he's had a dip in form, but you've seen signs that he can do it. And if you can imagine if Højlund was up there today. But I look at Bruno and that, was there much going together? Was there a partnership with McTominay? Not really, no. I think Casemiro let himself down big time today. He didn't really join up. And Manu, was he a big influence in the game? No. I just think United were content walking around and keeping the ball today. But what's massive is the 3 points. And we've got to take that. But I do fear big time, right? If things go wrong against Liverpool, I see these players and the way they approach a game, right, just deteriorating. You'll see more of that, because I look at that crowd there today and I have not seen for a long, long time a silent Man United crowd. Now, is that because it's 12:30 kickoff? I don't think so. I think they were just watching what was going on. There was nothing there to get them on the feet. That's how I see it today. Poor, but poor from both sides.
Players also need to give the fans, well, what they produce on the pitch to get the fans up off the feet as well. And we've not seen that today, but they're going to have to produce more than moments next week.
They're going to have to produce it from the first minute, because if you look at the first minute today, I don't understand what went on. Players get G'd up by the manager and the staff and all that before they go on, and it looks as though they were still asleep. That's what it looked like to me. I thought they were sleepwalking at times. They just didn't seem. Do you know something? I look at it when I say it doesn't seem. To me, it doesn't seem as though when they started the game, they had a clue what they were going to do. I didn't really see it. Where was the plan? I didn't think that they wanted to play the ball forward and go for goal. Absolutely poor game of football from both sides. No motivation, no fight, no energy. I didn't see it anywhere. But I've got to say, a couple of players played well, and getting the 3 points. You know, who am I to moan with a 2-0 win?
3 points, you'll probably sleep for the rest of the weekend. Hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of your weekend as well. If you've enjoyed the video, if you want to support the channel, leave a like on the video, and we'll be back again on Monday. See you again soon, lads. Thank you.